We got Cass that's unhappy that's not there. Ronaldo's left already, and now it's Varane's turn, bruv. Man's visibly unhappy, and now bruv, there's noise saying that he could leave in January, and
Yeah, I
United
can't
are
have it.
open for him leaving. That's crazy. If Varane leaves, yeah, before Harry Maguire, Johnny Evans, and Victor Lindelof, this club is finished. I don't care what anyone thinks. If they think that Varane should be leaving before these man, this is head loss, bro.
Yeah, no way. Best centre back at the club. I know I like Martinez as well, but Varane can't be leaving this club. And I wouldn't even want Varane leaving this club until I felt like I was even secure with replacements coming in. You think you can allow Rafael Varane to leave and then have Johnny Evans, Maguire, Martinez, who's not even back yet, and Luke Shaw potentially covering at left centre back, which I know he can do, but I'm on about regular starting.
Mm.
They need to sort something out, man. Obviously, Ten Hag's come out and said about the left-right combination. You know, he's not as comfortable playing out on the ball and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, your team's in there to defend. And when we got Varane defending, forget the Copenhagen performance. His head probably wasn't in it. He's our best defender, and I don't really
Mm.
see many individual mistakes from Varane. He's good in the air. He's actually underrated on the ball. I'm actually going to put that out there.
He
People
is.
say Varane's not that
It
good on the
doesn't look
ball.
great, but
He
do
doesn't.
you know what I'm
He looks
saying? He doesn't lose
unorthodox,
the
but
ball very often,
bro, he
bro. It just
doesn't lose the ball. He
looks
can
mad.
pass through the lines, left foot, right foot. He's comfortable. He doesn't have to be amazing. Not every new defender in the game has to be amazing on the ball. He's good on the ball.
Mm.
He's quick enough as well. He's quicker than our other centre backs. So for me, I love Varane in it. When we signed him, I was like, I know that it's not the same Varane as 5 years ago, and you know his knees are a bit different, but the experience, the way he reads the game, I always feel like with defenders, and I don't know who it is. I think it was Paolo Maldini that said it, and it always stuck with me. Yes, it's a young youth. He says, if your defenders having to slide around the pitch, making them last ditch challenges and all
Yeah,
that, yeah, it
yeah.
looks pretty and good, but bro, you're
Made a
not a great
mistake.
defender like that.
Yeah.
I don't see Van Dijk making them last ditch challenges bare. I don't see man like Varane ever sliding around the pitch like a madman. They don't do it. But Ferdinand, he never did that. Like, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
occasionally you might have to, of course, it's football. But them man read the game. They're smarter. They are half a step ahead. And Varane's one of them players, man. And I just feel like we need to find a way to get him back into this team. Whether he's going to leave at the end of the season, cool. Like, if you get a good offer for Varane and you want to take the money as well, and you're at 31 and you want to move, then cool. I accept that if you make that decision. But if the club and Ten Hag are saying, yo, you need to go before, next man, that's a strike for me, man. That's that. Like, I'm a 10. I want Ten Hag to stay, as you know, but that's a big strike on the list for me because this guy's elite. This guy is elite.
But the manager's showing that he can't manage. He can't manage personalities. That's just what it comes down to because there's no way that Rafael Varane should not be in this team. Like, there's no excuse for it because his personality, his with Sancho, they used the he's not training well. That's what they used.
Mm.
You can't use that with Varane, even though I don't believe that about Sancho. Anyway, I think he's just an easy scapegoat. Like, doesn't like his personality, so he's victimizing him. That's what he's done. But because of Sancho's image, yeah, it's easy for people to turn on Sancho. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Sancho was never the problem. He was never a problem. The manager just said, you know what? Certain times, managers are looking for an excuse to freeze you out. Do you know what I mean? Arteta done the same thing with Aubameyang, bro. He didn't want to play him, and he was just waiting for a reason to freeze him out. Do you know what I'm saying? And certain people do that. And now with Varane as well, like, he's not comfortable in, bruv, it's bullshit, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Even the Varane situation, yeah. Like, I remember when they were showing us our win percentage with or without Varane, bro. This guy's very important. And he does
Mm.
a lot of things at the back for us, yeah, that he doesn't get the credit for. A lot of last ditch challenges, a lot of clearances, a lot of sweeping. Like, you don't have to be amazing on the ball as a centre back. Like,
Yeah,
do you know what I'm
exactly.
saying? And then, bro, like,
Mm.
how can man be playing Wan-Bissaka as his starting right back, but then saying Varane's not comfortable on the ball? That doesn't make no sense. He's better on the ball than Wan-Bissaka. So
Yeah.
I don't know what man's talking about.
I don't know. If it's just to do with the build-up play and the way he's trying to make the team move forward. That's the only thing I can think of. But then again, like we said, I don't think Varane's bad on the ball. So for me, I don't know what's happened there. And the big thing that I question, is that Varane. We talk about Ten Hag managing personalities. Like, for example, you had the Ronaldo situation and so forth, which he
Mm.
dealt with. But when we're talking about personalities, I don't look at Varane as being like, as much as he's great and what he's won and everything like that, his experience talks for itself. I don't look at Varane as like personality of he'll have attitude, he'll cause a
No.
problem. I look at him as like the ultimate professional. Man's gone through Mourinho, he's gone through Ancelotti, he's gone
Mm.
through, I don't even know he went there. Obviously, Fabio Capello was there, but he's gone through some big managers, obviously at Real Madrid, and he's never, they've never batted an eyelid. He's just done his job there, remained professional throughout. He's gone to Manchester United, and obviously he was signed by Ollie as well and all that. Not saying that Ollie's a personality, but he didn't have a problem with Ollie, of course. Ten Hag, I don't know. I don't think he's got a problem with him, but something's happened. But I can't put my lid on what's happened because I don't look at Varane as being outspoken, causing an issue. I only think Varane will get rubbed up if he feels he's been hard done by. He's one of them guys who'll turn up to work on time. You know them, man. Turn up to work on time, do their due diligence and all that. Never really in the news. So if they're pissed off and I'm in work and next man saying, yeah, do you know, I'm vexed at this. I'm thinking, raw, you must be vexed for a reason because you're not a normal guy to step out of character.
Yeah.
And this is where I can't put the lid on it because we've got Everton away, yeah, and then we've got Galatasaray away. Now, when I look at this Everton game, and this is why I'm glad we're kind of talking on Varane now, he's talking about build-up play or the reason he's not playing the left-right combination. I look at Everton, and what do they have that we don't really have? They have height, they have dominance, yeah. When I'm looking at Decore, I'm looking at Calvert-Lewin, I'm looking at Branthwaite, I'm looking at Tarkowski. Like the list goes on. There's other players in there that obviously Anana, these 6'4+ players. I want to see Varane starting on Sunday. I'm not having Victor Lindelof going up against Calvert-Lewin because Sean Dyche's going to say pin him and spin him.
Easy.
And it's going to happen. Easy. I feel like I could do that against Victor Lindelof. No disrespect. So for me, we have to have no excuses of Varane starting because if he doesn't start that type of game, I'm thinking in my head, what game is Ten Hag actually going to start him in? Because this is tailor-made for a Varane game. You know, like you said, it crosses out the box, you know, interceptions, stuff like that. We're going to need that. And we're going to need that experience because, bro, them man are coming off a 10-point gap. So you think they're going to be rocking 4:30 Sunday under
How
the
long is
floodlights.
Evans out for? Because
I don't even know, but I'll be honest with you, I don't really care. No disrespect to him.
But I'm saying because if the manager's talking rubbish, yeah.
Oh, you thinking if Evans back, he might start him?
If Evans is not available, yeah, and he's left-footed, if he plays Harry Maguire left centre back, then that doesn't help because Harry Maguire don't use his left foot when he plays left centre back.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
So I don't know what this man's talking about. I don't believe the left-right combination is the reason why he's dropping Varane, bro. I believe Varane said something.
I don't know. I don't know. And this is the thing. And I know people might look at it lightly, but I was watching the Copenhagen game at Daps's yard, yeah. And I wonder if you clocked the same things as me. He came on as a sub. And when he came on as a sub, I'm thinking like, yo, big Champions League game away from home. Ten Hag will put his arm around him and say, like, you know, them little instructions, you know, when the man do this, and they're like, yeah, just fill in these little. None of that.
Past the manager.
Bro, man, they tapped each other. Like, and I was like, bro, this is your main, like, elite world class.
I told these man already. He didn't make no eye contact with him.
No, there was nothing.
He
and
grabbed
I was
his
like,
gloves and he walked straight past the manager and went to the number 2.
I
He
knew.
ignored the manager completely. That's it. The relationship's broken down. Relationships like that, once they're broken down like that, they can't be repaired. They can't be repaired. And I'm not prepared, yeah, to watch Raphael Varane leave or Casemiro leave before a lot of these other players. And this is the problem. The manager can be out here, put his neck on the line for players like Rashford, but you're trying to tell me that even if in his opinion, yeah, Varane wasn't playing well, which is nonsense, you're not trying to tell me someone like Raphael Varane deserves a lot more trust than someone like Rashford, bro. Talking, oh yeah, he scored 30 goals last season, bro.
100%.
What's man talking about, bro?
Yeah, no, 100%. I want Varane back in there. I think this is inexcusable. Like, I'm not really buying the tactical side of it, if I'm totally honest, because he's just a world-class defender. He's the best defender at the club. If it was a Malacia situation or a Maguire situation or a Lindelof, where you're like, you might start this game, but if you don't start next game, cool, it's not a problem. There's a clear boundary of Varane being the best defender at the club, and then them man levels below. So for me, if there's levels to this game, you start the guy that's levels above. Whether you're caring about build up or not, you have the best players on your pitch to win you games. And look, I like Ten Hag, yeah, and want him to succeed. We have not had the best start to this season. What do you need to get back your games? You know, you need to get back the mojo going. You need to win games. It doesn't matter what you do on a training pitch. It doesn't matter what you say, Eric. You are judged by what you do in terms of results. And Man United so far this season have not had the best results. Our home record was something that was good this last season. We've lost to Brighton at home. We've lost to Crystal Palace at home. We've lost to City at home. You know, we've lost other games at home. The preseason wasn't that great either. So when you look at it, you turn to your leaders, your experienced players to win games. And right now, you're not really playing for Varane. And I know people might put in the comments, you know, best informed team in the league, you know, 1-4 out of the last 5. But really, if someone didn't say that to me, I wouldn't even have known that. It's not like It's not apparent to me.
Yeah,
It's not like in
that's
my
because we're
face.
playing shit teams,
Yeah,
yeah,
we're
and we're
playing
just
crap
getting over
teams.
the line.
Yeah,
It's nothing to be proud of. That record, the record doesn't mean anything.
it doesn't mean anything. We need to get like a proper pattern going. And this for me is like, it sounds a bit cliche, but for me, the season really starts now. Like it really does. There's no international break for 4 months. We've got Everton away, Galatasaray, and then obviously the Premier League just carries on going into that crunch time Christmas period. This is where we need to get absolute results now. Like I would actually accept it, the football ain't that great, but we're winning games. But if we're not winning games and the football is crap as well, then you know what I mean? Then that's the way it is. Do you know what? Let me just share something. Can I share a screen quickly, Rants?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna share something because I saw something today which is interesting. I know everyone talks about the football, which is crap, and I agree. The football's not been great, but if people don't know, this is the plan that Ten Hag was going with. Yeah, share this up, Rants. So at the start in pre-season, people, yeah, Eric Ten Hag often had Lisandro Martinez moving into the pivot next to Casemiro when United had control of the ball. Varane was the actual central centre back. Shaw and Wan-Bissaka were the wide centre backs. It was insight into how he wanted this team to function. Martinez was going to move into the pivot, and then he was going to plan to put Fernandes and Mount as high eights, which makes sense. It gave Varane a role where he was mostly facing play, not having to primarily ball handle it to his benefit, and he asked more of Shaw and Wan-Bissaka, which obviously we know that they could probably sit in as wide centre backs. And then there's an image here. I'm not going to go through. I'm not going to read out the whole thing, but there's an image here where look, you can see Martinez was dropping in as like a central midfielder next to Casemiro. So I think the plan this season was to build up the play with Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, and Varane as like a back three, which I actually don't mind because they're strong, they're quick, and they're mobile, which is what you need in the back three. And Martinez was going to drop in to the midfield. Now that was the plan for this season. You can see it clearly there. Martinez is very comfortable on the ball, and he knows that he can pass through the lines. For me, the whole plan of what Ten Hag was going to do has been messed up. The counter argument, which I agree with, you're going to come at me, Rants, and people in the comments, is he's a coach. If he's going to have an injury to one of his players like Martinez, then he should have a plan B. And I hear it. If you're a top coach, you have a plan B.
You don't need to have a plan B, bruv. Just play someone else there, bro.
No. Okay, I hear you, right?
What
his whole system? I'm going to ask
his whole system was pivotal. Was based on one player.
His plan this season was to have Martinez there and Onana playing the balls into Martinez.
And he never thought about what would happen if Lisandro got injured.
He might have. However, but my question to you, Rants, is based off this.
Who's playing the Lisandro
Who else would you play? Who else can we play there other than Martinez? There's actually no one good enough that we can play there. And yes, people might question the signings of him, but he signed Mason Mount to play in a high eight alongside Fernandes. And we know that he can't
but then do what a lot of teams do, like what Pep done and stuff like that, bro. Play a midfielder at centre back then if you wanted to do that. Fergie played Carrick at centre back to step in.
Who you gonna pick?
I don't care. I'd rather he plays a midfielder at centre back, yeah, and we're more vulnerable defensively, yeah, but it facilitates our attacking play.
Look at the position Martinez is in, bro. We know he can comfortably do that. I take out Martinez from that role.
Blood. I'll be real. That's one picture, innit?
One skill.
And that's one of these guys.
We saw him do that loads last year.
But bro, he does that anyway because he is, really a midfielder playing in defense, bro. That's what he's a number 6, playing at centre back. We know that. The bottom line is.
So you're telling me that Ten Hag was going to try and use him to his strengths then?
No, but I'm trying to say there's no evidence to suggest, from what we've done since he's been injured, that isn't just the way he plays. There's no evidence to suggest the manager wanted everyone to play like that because if he did, one injury wouldn't derail man's style of play, bro.
I think it can because I can't. You can't tell me a name,
bro.
You can't tell me a name.
You've been a Man United fan long enough, We had Louis van Gaal, and guess what happened when we got injured? What did we do? He just put someone else in. We didn't change the whole system, bro. We didn't do it. Even if we got in someone that wasn't as good at it, at least
I'm asking you to tell me who would you put in there.
I'm not the manager, bro. I'll be real.
Yeah, but I'm giving you the giving you the Rubicon Mango, bro. You are the manager right now.
What I'm saying to you is, he has not shown anything, bro. Like I said, he could play a centre mid at centre back if he really wanted someone to step in. He could really say, you know what, I signed Amrabat because he played him at left back. He could have easily said, you know what, I'm just gonna play Amrabat centre back, see if it works. I saw Mascherano play centre back.
Mm-hmm.
So if he wanted a midfielder to play centre back here and step in, bro, Amrabat can do a job at centre back against most teams. Most rubbish teams ain't really putting us under pressure like that. So if he really thought that he could do that, and also Lindelof's played in the 6 before, so why don't you use Lindelof like that? on the ball. He hasn't done that.
Potentially one of the
He played,
better options. That's the
yeah,
only.
yeah,
Yeah,
but he played
if I had
Lindelof
to pick
left
one.
back instead, bro. So I'm not buying this. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not buying all this. I believe, yeah, that the manager don't have a clue what he's doing. I believe that he came
Nah,
in, yeah.
Rants, you can't
He
say
ain't got a
that.
clue, bro. Listen to what I'm saying, yeah. This guy, yeah, all of our evidence to suggest what he's on, yeah, is from Ajax. And this player's come out categorically and said that he can't play Ajax ball at Man United, even though he signed 14 players, bro. Like that, bro, you don't have a leg to stand on.
He does have a leg to stand on, bro. He
He
does.
doesn't. He
Because
doesn't. Bro, he's on his
right
knees
now,
right
he's
now, bro. He's a couple defeats away from losing his job. He ain't got no legs to
that's
stand
an
on.
opinion though. That's not a fact. Right now,
Bruv, he's
we
on his
don't know
knees,
what's going on
bro.
with the gym thing.
He's
Obviously, at the
on
end of the
his
day,
knees, bruv. I'm telling you. Let me tell you something, yeah? You know how you said the season starts here? I agree. I think he's got between now and Christmas to save his job, bro. Because all this talk about a new owners coming in, do you think the new owners want to come into a dressing room where Casemiro's not happy, Varane's not happy, Sancho's not playing?
no.
They don't want to come into that. It's
No.
easier to get rid of the manager.
I agree with you. I agree with you. And if we
He's
sat
under a
here,
lot of
and
pressure, mate.
if we sit here, come Christmas holidays, and we're all doing streams and that, and we are not delivering. We're out of the Champions League. We are losing league game after league game. At the end of the day, as much as I like Ten Hag, if it's best for the club to move him on, then I want the best for the football club. But right now, I'm going to give him that grace and sake, like you're saying, to say, right, between now and January, try and show me something. You've got Luke Shaw back in training. He said already that he's been 2 weeks fully fit in training. So hopefully he can come back in. And we know that despite Luke Shaw having his up and down form, when Luke Shaw is shoring. You know, so I'm saying like...
When is Luke Shaw? Luke Shaw, bro, for like 4 games.
Yeah, but let's
then he
see.
goes missing for like 3-4 months.
It can happen, but I feel like systematically, and I think the knowledge-wise, I feel like Luke Shaw has the ability to have a positive impact on the side. But like we said, there's going to be crunch time now. There's no excuses. The fixtures are in our face, and we can't hide and we can't run from them. These players have got to step up, and the manager's got to step up. I feel like the manager at the moment has been doing it on a game-by-game basis, where he's basically just trying to save his job, and we've been scraping
but that's
a couple
not what we
wins.
brought him in for.
But I don't want him in for that. I want him to stand true to what he wants to do. And I need him to have this international break that might come at a perfect time to then say, right, we need to kick on. But I'm not just saying, I'm out here saying I want to sack Ten Hag. I know that he's in a tough period right now. And I said it, all managers will go through a little bit of a tough phase. And he's in a tough phase. Like it is challenging. We win a game and we're already dreading the next game. We win a game and we're talking about the performance weren't great. It's not like we're celebrating 3 points.
Yeah, but this
I
want
to go back.
The fact
I
is,
want to go back
we've
to
won 4
being...
out of the last 5, and the team still don't look confident because they know that they're scumbagging these performances. If you've won,
I think they do know that.
If you've won 4 out of 5, you should be confident. They're not confident because they know that they're getting away with it.